Alright, what's good, guys? Sworn Leader here with a very important video. The release of Pro C is upon us. I mean, it's being referred to as the Pro Online Client, but it is technically Pro C. For right now, there's limited compatibility with games and whatnot, but it's strictly a beta release. So I'm going to teach you as quickly as I can exactly how to install the Pro C online client and how to get online and how to start looking for games and looking for matches. You can play a bunch of games that were previously only ad hoc titles or maybe infrastructure titles that have had their infrastructure servers shut down, but you can play them again online. Thank you in large part to Coldbird and the Pro Online client. So let us begin. First, you're going to want to download the first file in the description that matches up with your firmware, 620, 639, 635, 660, whatever the case. You have to be in Pro to use this, obviously. You actually have to be in the latest nightly build of Pro CFW. So the first step we're going to do, we're going to go, the first link in the description, I'll add a link to the Pro CFW Google code page, which is this right here, Pro CFW. That's the address right there. Down here on the left hand side, the wiki pages, nightly builds. Click on that, and then it will bring up these downloads: 620 Pro Nightly, 635 Pro Nightly. Download whichever version of Pro you have right now. Download the corresponding file. I've already done so. My download's right there, 620.tgz. So open that up, and this is what you should see inside PSP and SE plugins. Now, since we're just going to update our current Pro firmware to the newer version, the nightly build, you're going to want to open this PSP folder, open the game folder, and then this folder right here, Pro Update, is the only one we need. So this is my PSP on this side. You want to open up the PSP folder, then the game folder. This is my game folder right here. You're going to take this Pro Update folder, place it in the game folder, okay? Now there's going to be second links, which is actually going to be the online client. You're going to want to download the online client at this point that matches your firmware version. I've also already done this. You'll see this, 620.zip. I should mention too, this will not work on a PSP 1000, so don't bother trying. It's 2000s, 3000s, and goes only. So I'm going to open this up and show you guys how to set this up too, because we can do that now before we install the Pro Nightly build. So you're going to open this up and you'll have three folders: Docs, KD, and SE plugins. First and foremost, you want to go to the beginning of your memory stick, or the root of your memory stick, which should look something like this. Okay? You want to take this KD folder and you want to put that on your memory stick. So you want to drag this KD folder over and drop it so that it says copy to removable disk. Drop that in there and let it copy the files. Then go back into here, open up this SE plugins folder, and you want to grab all three of these, and you want to open up your SE plugins folder on your PSP and drag these three guys into your SE plugins folder. Alright? Now, almost done. Next thing you got to do, you'll see these down here. You want to open up hotspot.txt, and you want to type in the SSID of your wireless router. Mine is BOM78 capital F capital S. So that's what I'm going to type in there, BOM78FS. Yours is going to, like the name of your wireless router, when your PSP connects to the wireless router, it should say SSID, and then it will list the SSID of your router. That's what you need to put inside that text file that's called hotspot. Alright, close that. Yes, you want to save it. Now you have to find a text file inside of SE plugins that's called game. Okay, if you don't have one that's called game, create it now. You're going to open up game, and then at the bottom, hold on, let me get rid of this. I already have it in here, but let me get rid of it so that I can show you guys how to do it. You want to type the following line. Now I have a PSP Go, so I have to type EF0. If you have regular PSP at 2000 or 3000, you would type MS0, okay? But for all intents and purposes, EF0 /SE plugins /ATPro.PRX. Alright? Put a 0 after it for now. 0. Okay? So then we're going to close this. Make sure you save it. Always save your work. Alright. Now we have the nightly build and all of the Pro Online client files on our PSP. So we can go ahead and disconnect from the computer and go back over to the PSP. Now, I already have this nightly build installed, but I'll show you what to do to install it. It's pretty easy. When you go into your games, you will have this Pro Update. Go ahead and run that. Oh, look at that beautiful Sneaky Codes theme. That is a thing of goddamn beauty, I'm sorry. Alright, now when this boots up, it's going to be like every other Pro update you've ever had to install. It's gonna say, you know, press X to install. Let's see if we can focus in on this. Come on, focus. Alright, now, see where it says hold L to reinstall CFW? That's the one you want to use, because you don't want to launch CFW, you don't want to uninstall, you want to reinstall Pro, technically. So you hold your L trigger and then press X with your L trigger held, and it will do this. It will write the files and it will say press X to start CFW. Now only do that reinstall if you already have 620 Pro or 635 Pro, 639 Pro, whichever one you got. Hold L because we're going to just update our Pro firmware from an old version to the nightly build. So you hold L, press X, it'll do all its work, then you press X to start CFW. Now we're almost done. Almost done setting this up. Now there's a couple options inside of the Pro CFW that you have to toggle or screw with in order to get this to work. So you're going to want to hit select to open up your VSH menu, go down to recovery menu, press X. Inside the recovery menu, select the advanced option, the advanced menu, and then you want to go down and right here where it says Inferno and NP9660 use ISO cache, make sure that's set to disabled, and then unlock memory in PSP games breaks home screen, you have to set that to enabled. Alright, so those two things, enabled, disabled, and then enable the other one at the bottom, and that should be it. That should be all we have to do. Now in order for this to work, you have to have, one last thing we have to do. Go back and then go into plugins. Once you get to your plugin list, go down to the bottom of your game plugins until you see @pro.prx. It will say disabled. Change that to enabled. Alright? Now, if you have any problems connecting, once you get this all installed, you have to have what is it called? UPnP has to be enabled on your router. If you're not sure what this is, you can just try to run a game that is supported and see if it works. If it doesn't, chances are that UPnP is not enabled on your router. It's simple to do. You just, from your PC, log into your router, go to advanced settings, and you'll see enable UPnP, and it will say either enabled or disabled. Change it to enabled and you should be good. If you have another gaming console like your PS3, your Xbox 360, Nintendo Wii already on in your house, like you've already been using them, chances are UPnP is already going to be enabled. So if you are having issues with this and you go and check and UPnP is already turned on, then that's not the problem. You've done something else wrong. But UPnP should be a quick, easy little thing to turn on your router. So if you have any issues, turn that on. Now, the only title that I have on here that I know is 100% supported is Tekken 6. There's probably not going to be anybody playing it, but Tekken 6 is definitely supported, so I'm going to launch that. Now, if you did everything correctly, you should it should have installed. You should have it all set, and it should work. Now, you'll be able to tell if it works, because if it works, when you when you get into an AdHoc game and you press the home button, it will bring up the chat and all that once it's connected. The chat and all that will not show up unless it connects successfully. So if you go into the AdHoc area of a game and it looks like it's connected and it shows like a lobby and stuff, if you press that home button and it shows you all the chat options, then you've done everything correctly. It's just nobody's playing that game right now. So maybe get together with some of your buddies, say, hey, douchebags, I want to get on and play some Tekken 6 against you faggots. And, you know, maybe they'll jump online and play some Tekken 6 with you. Alright, so we're going to go down to challenge battle. Oh, no, I'm sorry, I'm an idiot. Network. Go down to network. And then you go into battle lobby, and then you'll see the AdHoc light comes on, and it doesn't look like it's doing anything. Then it says connecting. There it is. It's connected. Now this is connected online. I'm playing against people all over the world. Nobody's playing right now, which sucks, but I can show you that it's working, because if you press the home button, you see the chat menu comes up. It says game user count 1, Prometheus chat room, select is clear chat, home, close menu, start, exit game, and then there's like these letters on the screen that shows you can type, like I'll type you know, let's see, A, B, C, D, see that? E, F, G, H, look at that. And then, you know, people can see your message and whatnot. But, you know, if I sat here long enough, I'm sure somebody would show up. But that's basically it, guys. I'll put a list in the description of the games that are compatible so far for this. Pretty badass work by Coldbird. Way to go, dude. Like, you have totally revived the PSP scene with this. I'm so ecstatically happy that this is finally available. Now, this is just a beta release. I think it's version 0.04 or 0.05. Like, it's really, 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 really new. So if you have issues with it, if there's bugs, whatnot, just report them. Don't get all shitty with Coldbird. He's done a fucking phenomenal job here for us. He's going to keep PSP going, even if it's single-handedly. I give him all the respect and praise in the world. Oh, look at that. Somebody showed up. Anti-Cloud wishes to fight. See that? You see that? Yes, I would love to fight, buddy. All right, I'm going to take on this dude. You guys have fun installing Pro, have fun playing online, and this is Sworn Leader signing out.